Hello again, and I'm back. And if you saw my video, I think it was sometime last week, I posted it on the colourful mirror pigments from Born Pretty store, and I swatched those on some tips. And I did say in that video that I would do some more reviews using these pigments, and as you can see there, I have the blue and the purple in front of me. The blue is item number 46283, number 1. As I said, they're all from the same collection, and the purple is number 6. So I'm not going to be using the sponge applicators today. My nails are already prepared with a black polish, which is completely dry. And what I'm going to try and do is create I don't know whether I want to do a blue to purple or a purple to blue. I think blue to purple ombre on my nail. And this is over regular polish, so I'm using the Model's Own base coat, which I use with the pigments, and that gives a nice tacky layer, enough for the pigment to stick to, and you can burnish it in, but you have to be ever so careful because obviously you're working with regular polish and not gel. And then I have the water-based top coat, which I use at the end to protect the finished look. And I'm going to be using this makeup brush that I don't use for makeup, and obviously I'm going to wipe it on my tissue to clean it between the two pigments. So we're just going to get started. So if you did watch that first video, and I will link it somewhere in here, you will notice that I didn't seem to get as much of the blue pigment as I did some of the others, or if you look, the purple. If you look at the difference, if I can get that one, can you see what I mean? There's that bit there, yet that looks like it's absolutely filled. But I'm still happy, and I'm not going to be using too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply this to my nails off camera and wait for it to dry. It doesn't take too long, but I don't want this video to be overly long as some of my previous have been, and you don't really need to see me applying it because you're just applying it like a polish anyway. So yes, I'm going to apply it to my nails. I'm not sure if I'm going to work on a few nails at a time, because if you do leave it to dry too long, you don't get as good pigment stick to the tacky layer, if you know what I mean, if that makes sense. So yeah, so we're going to do that, and then we'll come back and see if we can make this gradient. Okay, so I painted the base coat just on my pinky and ring finger, and what I'm going to do is dip the brush just to pick up a tiny bit of pigment, and here we go. Wish me luck. Just tap it on very, very gently, fetching it down the nail to where I want it, and then I'm going to wipe off the brush and then just carry on, and then I'm going to wipe the brush again, and I'm going to take a bit of purple from the lid, start at the tip and fetch it up to the blue, wipe the brush, get a little bit more blue, maybe not that much, just go across that center line to try and blend, and then wipe the brush. I think actually I need a bit more blue at the back to try and make that a bit brighter, and then wipe the brush and gently swipe down the nail. And I am super, super happy with how that has come out. And we're going to do that again. Actually, we might do this one round the different way to make it like an accent now, and then do the others. So we're going to move that finger out the way. Start with the purple. Just an ever so light touch. touch it down, wipe the brush, pick up some of the blue, start at the tip and work my way up, going over that centre line, which I think I did a bit too much. Let's get a touch of purple back in there, and then swipe. And then with my finger, I'm just going to gently rub and burnish that in a little bit more. As I said, this is over regular polish, and I am super happy. I'm hoping that picks up, but I'm super happy with how that has come out and how that looks. So we're just going to quickly do the others. And there we have it. I did my thumb the same as my accent now, so we have two matching there, and I don't often do my thumb. And what I do now, I get a makeup sponge and then very carefully wipe around the nail, and that helps to clean up any pigment that may be on my fingers. And then I'll go in with some acetone and my cleanup brush. And that's what I'm going to do now, and put these away before I knock them everywhere. And then we'll come back and apply the water-based top coat. Okay, let's just say the cleanup is a bit of a pain, and I should have put a cuticle like latex or something around my fingers because it's seeped into my cuticles. So I am going to have to do a bit more cleanup before I apply my top coat, which is a shame. And I don't know how long it's going to take me, because acetone seems to be getting me nowhere. But once I've cleaned them up properly, I will apply the water-based top coat, and then I will insert my pictures like I always do at the end of my video. But yeah, just wanted to show you this today using these pigments. The links and everything will be in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, till next time, bye.